know about Alibaba, 40 Thieves, and Open Sesame, and I think this is a good name. And start with A. Whatever you talk about, Alibaba is always top.
You have said before that in creating Alibaba, you had to create trust.
Yeah.
Because people in China were used to face-to-face.
Yeah.
How did you create trust?
I think because we started about doing business on internet. I don't know you, you don't know me. So how can you do things online unless you have trust? So for e-commerce, the most important thing was trust. I think when I first went to USA for raising money, talk to the venture capitalists, a lot of people say, oh, Jack, no. China doing business by the guanxi. How can you do business on internet? And I know that without the trust system, the credit system, it's impossible to do business. So in the past 14 years, everything we do is trying to build up the trust system, the record system. Well, Charlie, you know, I'm so proud today when I talk to the young. Today in China and in the world, people don't trust each other. The government and people and media and everybody think, this guy's cheating. But because of e-commerce, we finish 60 million transactions every day. People don't know each other. I don't know you, I send products to you. You don't know me, you wire the money to me. And I don't know you, I give a person a package, I don't know him. He took something to so cross the ocean, cross the river, and send. This is the trust. We have at least the 60 million trust happening every day.
But you created it by creating an escrow account in the beginning.
Yep.
You know, and so you keep the money until they got the product.
Yeah.
And then you release the money.
That's true. I mean, the escrow service is about Alipay. When I had, this idea, I would love Davos, because it was a big decision. Because for first 3 years, Alibaba is just like e-marketplaces for information. What you have, what I have, we talk a lot of time, but don't do any business. Because there is no payment. I talked to the banks. No banks want to do it. Banks say, no, this thing never work. So I don't know what to do. Because if I start to launch a payment system, it's against the financial legal laws. Because you have to have a license. But if I don't do it, e-commerce will go nowhere. So then I went to Davos. I listened to a leadership discussion. Leadership is about responsibility. And after I listened to that panel, I give a call to my friends, my colleagues in my apartment, say, do it now, immediately. If something wrong, the government not happy about that, if one body has to go to the prison, Jack might go to the prison. Because it is so important for China, for the world, to build up the trust system. And if you did not do it, I said, and do not do it properly, stealing money, money wash, no trust record, I send you to the prison. That was the thing. And people don't like it. So many people I talked to at that time for Alipay, they say, this is the stupidest idea you have ever got. But I say, I don't wear the stupid club as long as people use it. Now we have 800 million people using this Alipay. Stupid things, if you do whatever is better.
Alipay is a privately held thing. It's not part of Alibaba.
No, it's a
private. Let me talk about money for a second.
Yeah.
You have never gotten money from the Chinese government?
No.
None.
I want it at the beginning, and later I don't want it, because I think if the company always think about picking money from out of the government pockets, that company is rubbish. Think about how can you make money from the customers and market and then help customers succeed. That's our philosophy.
No money from Chinese banks?
No. No. I at that time I want, and now they want to give me, I don't want it.
Yeah. All right. Your relationship with the government.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's your relationship? I mean, if they didn't, here's what some say, that you have existed in an environment that's not, they have restricted competition for you. And that's a pretty good thing to do for a private company.
Yeah. I think the relationship with the government for us is very interesting. For the first 5 years, because I've been working as a part-time jobber for a government organization called Ministry of Foreign Trade, 1997, for 14 months. And I learned that you should never rely government organization to do e-commerce. And I started a business. I told my people and team, in love with the government, don't marry them. Respect them. And a lot of people say, well, government officers talking about internet, the censorship and this, that, and they worry about. I think it's the opportunity, it's a responsibility talking to them. Tell them how internet can help.
So you tell them we create jobs.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people debate and fight against them. And in the first 12 years, anybody come to my office, I sit down, talking to them, how we can help economy, how we can create jobs, why China will improve by the internet. I think because internet that time is new to any government. And if you convince somebody, and you have the chance. So today I'm very talkative. That probably, this is why I talk to so many people.
So, I mean, if the government comes to you and asks you to do something for them.
Mm-hmm. Normally, when government comes say, Jack, can you do this project? I say no. I say no. I can introduce some friends who are interested in doing that for you. But if they continue to want me to do it, I say, okay, I do it, but I don't charge. I hope next time don't come to me again. But recently, we help some government organization do it. For example, every Spring Festival, the train ticket is so difficult. Hundreds and thousands of farmers work in the cities. In the Spring Festival, they go to the hometown. But when they order tickets on the other way, the whole system crashed for 5 years. So I told my young people, go support them. Don't charge anything. Because I don't want to see millions of farmers go back to city and they cannot buy the tickets. So it's something that it's not for money. It's something it's not for the government. It's for the millions of people. They can buy tickets in the snowy night and they don't have to wait. They just use mobile phone, online, they get ticket.
One way stop along the route to where you are in that big IPO was Yahoo. Jerry Yang gave you invested $1 billion.
Yeah.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
It turned out to be a pretty good investment for Yahoo.
Yeah.
But one time after another, you raised this money on your own outside of China with investors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm very thankful for all the investors because 1999, year 2000, and even at the Yahoo time, a lot of people say this Jack is crazy. He's doing something that we don't understand. A lot of venture capitalists give you money because there is such a American model already there. But they say, Alibaba, we don't see this kind of model, right?
They say Jack's crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy guy. I mean, I remember my first time in Time magazine, they call me Crazy Jack. And I think crazy is good. We are crazy, but we're not stupid. We know what we are doing, but if everybody agree with me, if everybody believe our idea is good, we have no chance. So that's the money we raised. We're very thankful. So when our investors make a lot of money, I feel proud and honored.
As you know, in the United States, issues have risen about privacy.
Yeah.
Google and Apple, and questions of whether the government should have access to files. How do you handle that if the Chinese government says you know a lot about people? Mm-hmm. You have transactional relationships with lots of people. Mm-hmm. And they say, we want to see your files.
Well, so far, I don't have this kind of problems from Chinese government. And I told them, any government, if you come here for the national security, anti-terrorist, well, anywhere, anti-terrorist, we work together. It's a criminal, we work. But rest of that, no. I said, we are a business. The data is so precious because we don't know how Because if we give to anybody, it's going to be a disaster. And also about privacy issues. I think, just like hundreds of years ago, people say, I would rather put money under my pillow rather than put in the banks. But today, banks, they're special. They know how to protect money much better than you do. Privacy issues, all these kind of securities, today, we may not have the solutions. We don't have the answer. But I believe our young people have the solutions. In the next 10, 20 years, there will be breakthrough on that. And I'm fully confident on that.
Your life is a testament to the idea that nothing is impossible. That if somebody says no, you say it's just the beginning. Where does that come from?
Well, at the beginning, I never thought, I thought when I was young, I said, everything's possible. Now I know not everything's possible. When you have something, you have to think about, you have to consider about the others. You have to consider about the customer, society, your employees, your shareholders, society. There are so many things that I think if you continue to work hard, there's possibility. And I just feel that I'm enthusiastic about what we are doing. At the beginning, for the first 5 years, I just want to survive. And 5 years later, I think...
That's 2000, from 90...
Yeah. But later, I think, wow, so many people's life changed. I was so excited, you know, for the first 3 years, we made zero revenue. Zero revenue. But we are so excited to continue to work. You know what happened? I remember many times when I go to a restaurant and have dinner, somebody came, when I was trying to pay the bill, the owner of the restaurant came to say, sir, your bill is paid by someone. And a small note say, hey, Mr. Ma, I'm your customer of Alibaba Group, Alibaba platform. I made a lot of money, and I know you don't make any money. I pay the bill for you.
Yeah.
And I remember one day that I was sitting somewhere in the coffee, somebody sending me a cigar. I don't smoke cigar, but there's a note that, thank you very much, I'm your customer. And I remember in the Taobao days, I was at the Shangri-La Hotel in Beijing. When I get on the taxi, the man who opened the door for me, the boy at the gate, he said, Jack, thank you very much. I'm service here. My girlfriend makes more money than I do on your site. And this is something that you know that it's not a mission. If you don't do it, nothing's possible. If you try to do it, at least you have the hope.
The revenue comes from advertising and a smaller amount from transactional fees.
Yeah.
Most of it from advertising.
Tiny.
Tiny from advertising?
Tiny from advertising, tiny from transactions, because we need big mass. Now we have more than 10 million small business power sellers selling our site to everywhere. So the transactions we have is second after Walmart. So tiny.
Second after Walmart.
Yeah, tiny of the of the money already make us big. So, you know, second after Walmart, I remember one of the senior management of Walmart guys came to Hangzhou 5 years ago. He said, Jack, you know, you did a great job and blah, blah, blah. So I said, maybe in 10 years we'll be bigger than Walmart. He said, young man, you have a good hope. So we said, make a bet. I think in 10 years we'll be bigger than Walmart on the sales. Because if you want to have 10,000 new customers, you have to build a new warehouse and this, that. For me, 2 servers.
What's your market cap versus Walmart today?
I don't know, but
I don't
maybe,
either.
yeah,
It's close.
I think so. Maybe we should check later.
All right.
Yeah.
So where are you going? What does Jack want?
I think because the name for Alibaba, we are internet company, happen to be in China. We have the same spirit and entrepreneur spirit like every great entrepreneurs in the world. And I remember the day when I started Alibaba, we want to have a mission helping small business doing easier. So Next step is today, so many millions of small business using our platform to sell things, and over 300 million consumers buy things from our site. Cheapest, efficient. So what I'm thinking about, how we can make Alibaba a platform for global small business. My vision is that how, if we can help a Norway small business can sell things to Argentina, and Argentina consumers can buy things online from Switzerland, and we can build up, which I called, I don't know, maybe the not right word, called EWTO. The WTO is great past the century, but WTO helps so many big companies to sell things across the nation. Today, internet can help small business sell things across the oceans, across the nations. And I hope that we can serve 2 billion consumers.
2 billion consumers.
2 billion consumers. We can help 10 million small business outside China.